This is Jonas Hacker, an amazing tenor. He's going to be presenting a song today by Franz Schubert, Der Neugierige, the Inquisitive One, from his famous song cycle, Die schöne Müllerin, the Beautiful Milleress. He falls madly in love with her. He is asking the brook, does she love me? Does she love me not?
I went to college in Eau Claire, Wisconsin for vocal performance and computer science, but I quit computer science and just stuck with vocal performance. And then I went to grad school at the University of Michigan, and now I am in my fourth and final year at the Academy of Vocal Arts.
What is your relationship to water besides drinking it? Are you a swimmer?
In Wisconsin, I grew up in, it claims to be the water park capital of the country. Which is Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. We have a bunch of water parks there, and I worked at a water park called Mount Olympus for 5 summers when I was a teenager, so yes. Ich frage keine Blume, ich frage keinen Stern, sie können mir alle nicht sagen, was ich erfüll so gern.
Der Neugierige is true German romanticism, which, in part, is defined by love of nature and how nature reflects one's inward thoughts. This young man did not ask the miller's daughter if she loved him. He asked the brook. The brook never answers. We can turn this around and see how we are reflected in nature that surrounds us today. What kind of stewards are we? What would the brook say to us? Meet a remarkable woman who is leading the effort to help us become stewards of Philadelphia's beloved Wissahickon Creek.
My name's Maura McCarthy. I'm the executive director of Friends of the Wissahickon. I came to the Friends about 11 years ago. I'd grown up hiking through the Wissahickon with my dad. He grew up in the Wissahickon. When I was finishing up graduate school, I was looking for a job, and my husband said, "Oh, look, did you see that park you always drag me to is looking for a development director." On the job, I've learned a lot about environmental science. And I got to know what exactly it means to be a friend of the Wissahickon, right? A Quaker sense of communion with the world, fellowship with one another, and service. We're friends to the parkland, the people who visit the parkland, and the creek itself. The Wissahickon Creek is a surface drinking water source for the city of Philadelphia. 350,000 Philadelphians derive their water in part from the Wissahickon Creek. We have nearly 1,000 people a year turn out to volunteer with us. Our upstream partners on the Montgomery County side have hundreds of volunteers of their own. There's an extraordinary effort where the Philadelphia Water Department is partnering with 14 upstream municipalities to take a look at how collectively we can all improve our water quality materially. Our logo is a green leaf, a blue drop of water, and a brown splodge of dirt. We concern ourselves with habitat, water, and trails. The people who use all 3 of those resources. It's not a mistake, however, that water is in the middle, because the water is what joins both sides of our park together.
Do you ever save anybody at the water park?
I actually wasn't a lifeguard. I'm actually a terrible swimmer. I worked in food service at the water park.
Did you have to warn people not to swim for half an hour after they ate your french
I
fries?
should have. I didn't. So I probably could have saved many lives if I had done that, but I didn't.